Alrighty. I'm now going to resume my 1000 video special for bjacquard, aka Brett. And for this next segment, I have decided on Jeopardy for the Xbox 360. And speaking of Jeopardy, the Decades tournament on the real show is going to be starting very soon, and I will be watching that.
This is Jeopardy!
Or at least I hope to be able to watch that, because the way my work schedule is, you never know. So let's see how this game of Jeopardy goes.
Our contestants.
There's one bonus segment after this, so...
Player 2. Player 3. And now,
to that bonus segment
here is the
following
host
this game.
of Jeopardy, Alex.
Let's play some Jeopardy.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert.
It's our host,
And
Alex
thank you,
Trebek,
ladies and
and we're
gentlemen.
going to go to work right now in this first round, the Jeopardy round. One daily double in this round.
Clues are worth
and
$200
today
to
we have
$1,000
these
in
categories
these
to deal
categories.
with.
You're an animal.
You're an animal.
American history. Annual events.
Annual events.
Tennis.
Tennis.
Bible belts.
Bible belts.
And what's the word?
What's the word?
Player 1, where
Annual
do we
events
start?
for $200.
This president loved oysters, and an annual oyster festival takes place in his hometown, Oyster Bay, Long Island.
Ooh. Pretty tricky clue to start off with.
We're talking about Theodore Roosevelt.
Oh. Alright, tennis 200.
The ladies' singles trophy for this event is a sterling silver tray called the Rosewater dish.
And I do not follow tennis, so I don't know this one.
Player 3?
What is the Australian?
No.
No, that's
Sorry.
not right.
Anyone else? Here's the correct response. Wimbledon.
Wimbledon. Okay, well, like I said, don't
Select
know
again.
tennis. Don't follow tennis. You're an animal for 200.
Get along, little this. The word for a motherless calf. Yes, player 1?
What is doggy?
That's right.
There we go. Now I'm on board. You're an animal for 400.
We return. Let's take it over to Jimmy.
The giant panda seen here isn't playing the flute. He's snacking on this, his favorite food.
It's player 1.
What is bamboo?
That's it.
You're an animal for 6.
Please. Scientists are scrambling to find out the cause of colony collapse disorder, which is occurring with this insect.
I always get this confused with either the tick or the bee. So I'm just going to play it safe this time.
Here's the response we were looking for. Bees.
Bees. Oh, of course. Oh, well, that's alright. You're an animal 800.
A condor is a type of this bird. It's related to the turkey type and also enjoys eating carrion. Okay, player 1.
What is vulture? There we go. And vulture is right. You're an animal for 1,000.
Player 1. The plains variety of this animal has gray markings that are known as shadow stripes. It's player 1.
What is a zebra?
Yes. You get to pick again, player 1.
Annual events for 400.
Conceived by store employees, this department store's beloved Thanksgiving Day parade debuted in New York City in 1924.
What is Macy's?
Yes, player 1. Right.
Annual events 6.
Player 1. Dolls representing the Emperor and Empress occupy a place of honor during this Asian country's girls' festival. It's player 1.
What is China?
No.
That is not
Sorry.
correct.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Okay, player 2.
What is Indonesia? That's not right. Well, that
Anyone
only
else care to
leaves
try to come
Japan.
up with a correct response?
That's
Okay,
player
player three.
that gets it right.
Yeah.
And there's that in the
Hey,
hole
you're on
at
the plus
400.
side.
His selection.
Player 3, start us.
Annual events free.
In 2005, during the annual festival named for him, a statue of this Roman god was dedicated in Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Player 3.
Okay, player 3.
Who's Neptune?
That is
That's
correct.
right.
You again, player 3.
Tennis for 400.
It's the ITF Team Championship for men. Here's the correct response. The Davis Cup.
Davis Cup. Oh.
You get to pick
Okay.
again, player 3.
Tennis for 600.
All right, here with the clue is Kelly.
To hit one of these mid-air return strokes, punch at the ball, keeping the racket in front of your body and the racket face perpendicular to the court.
Well, I'll give it a try.
Okay, player 1.
What is a volley?
Correct.
All right. There we go.
A lot of clues, a lot
Annual
of
events for
categories.
Val's.
Player Don't miss the pie eating contest at this Northwest States Apple Blossom Festival in Wenatchee. Here's the response we were looking for. Washington. Player 1, back to you for
Okay,
our next
Bible belts for
selection.
200.
In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus says that if someone smiteth you here, offer also the other. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is the cheek?
That is correct.
Okay. Bible belts for 400, please.
Please pick. After striking down his brother in Genesis, this man said, "My punishment is greater than I can bear." We're talking about Cain.
Cain. Okay.
Select
600
again.
Bible belts.
In Numbers chapter 20, after the Israelites complained, Moses smote one of these twice, and water came out. Okay, player 1.
What is a rock?
Yes.
Bible belts 800.
Player 1. In a book named for Moses' successor, this man smites the Gibeonites, the Hebronites, and the Eglonites.
Who's Moses' successor?
The correct response is Joshua.
Oh, Joshua. Okay. Tennis for
Player
800.
1. This feisty American's 1984 winning percentage of .965 is the best in the ATP Tour's modern era. It's player 3.
Who's Andre Agassi?
Nope.
That is not right. Down to 400.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? We're talking about John McEnroe.
John McEnroe is who we needed. Tennis for
Player
1,000.
1. In 2007, Switzerland issued its first stamp of a living person, a 1 franc stamp depicting this tennis player. Okay, player 1.
Who is Roger Federer?
Yeah, good.
Bible belts
Player
1,000.
1. In Judges, Samson whopped on 1,000 Philistines with this part of an ass. Here's the response we were looking for. The jawbone.
Jawbone.
Player 1, back to you.
American history for 200.
After General Cornwallis surrendered at Yorktown, this American traitor accompanied him back to England. Okay, player 1.
Who's Benedict Arnold?
Yes.
Okay. American history for 400.
You get. In 1898, Americans were urged to remember the battleship named for this state. It sank in Havana Harbor. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is Oregon?
No, sorry.
No.
Anyone else want to
Well,
hazard a
that's all
guess
right.
on this? It's player 3.
What is Nevada?
Sorry.
No.
That's wrong.
Down to 0.
Any other
That means
takers?
he's the only one with money.
Player 2.
Pardon me. Player 2. What is Maine? That is right. Your selection.
Player 2. You start us off.
American history for 6. Answer there, the Daily Double.
Answer.
Alright, you're at minus
Daily
200,
Double.
but you can risk up to 1,000.
Player 2. You're in last place, but here's an
300.
opportunity
Well, that'll get you out of the
to
hole if you
select
respond
answer
correctly.
This January 1st, 1863 document liberated all slaves in regions still under Confederate control.
What's the Emancipation Proclamation?
Congratulations,
That is
you've
right.
moved up to second place. Player 2, back to you for our next
the word for
selection.
200?
On a snail, an omatophore is a stalk with this at the end. Player 1,
What is antenna?
that's not it.
No.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the correct response. An eye.
Eye.
You get to pick again, player
What's the
2.
word for 4?
If you set some Chinese punk on fire, it's because Chinese punk is this, from the Latin for set on fire. Here's the correct response. Incense.
Incense.
Player 2, choose again.
What's the word for 6?
A shako is a stiff, cylindrical one of these worn by soldiers. The correct response is a hat.
A hat.
Select again.
What's the word for 800?
It's the medium on which you're traveling if you're in a hoy. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is air?
Sorry, that's
No. Down to 34.
Any other takers?
Running into some difficult material here.
Okay, player 3.
Is water.
That's correct.
Yeah, that was what we needed.
All right, let's get back into this. Player
What's the word
3
for
has control. If you've got quinsy, also known as tonsillitis, you've got swelling in this part of your body. We're talking about the throat.
Throat, of course.
We return to you,
American
player
history
3.
for 800.
The New Deal refers to the economic recovery and social reforms implemented by this U.S. president. Okay, player 1.
Who is Truman?
No.
Wrong again. They're down to 26.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? It's player 3.
Who's Roosevelt?
Good.
That is right. All right, one clue left
Now
on the board. Let's have a
$1,000
look
clue.
at it right now.
In 1609, this captain was injured in a gunpowder explosion and lost his leadership role in Jamestown. It's player 1.
Who is John Smith?
That's it.
There we go. And that takes me up to $3,600 as we conclude the Jeopardy round. Player 3 at $1,600, player 2 at $100. She'll select first in Double Jeopardy, and we'll have that round when we come back.